Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day today. So for today's video, I'm going to be getting ready and kind of filling you guys in on where I've been. I have not filmed a video in a hot minute, and obviously I'll get into that in the video, so I'm not going to say it in the intro. But a lot of you guys have been asking like how I've been doing my makeup, like you've really been liking how I've been doing my makeup like on the day-to-day. So I thought I would just do that and then fill you guys in on where I've been and so on and so forth. So with all that being said, leave a like if you enjoy the video and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss when I post new videos every Monday and Saturday. And with all that being said, let's get straight on in to the video. Okay, so I just did my brows off camera because I hate doing them on camera. Also, I'm really not that good at brows. I've said this many times before. I also put my hair up and put a headband in because honestly, I cannot be bothered with like stuff getting in my face whilst I'm trying to get ready. Anyway, so where's my stuff? So I'm gonna prime, and what I'm gonna use to prime is the Professional Pore Blowing Primer and also the Illamasqua Hydra Veil Primer. Love this primer, by the way. I feel like I need to keep checking that I'm in focus because last time when I edited my video, I was like out of focus for most of the video and it really did my head in. So I'm going to take the Professional in my T-zone like normal, and then obviously take my Hydra Veil kind of just all over the rest of my face. I'm really not like a big fan of this pore filling primer anymore. I'm just literally using it because it's in my project pan and I want to use it up and get it out of my collection because it's literally been in my collection for far too long. And I just want it gone. When I do use this primer, I do make sure to just really make sure I'm like pushing it into my skin rather than just like leaving it on top of my skin. And obviously I just take it in any areas where I feel like I need my pores filling in. And then I'm gonna go in with the Hydra Veil. This primer is honestly like one of my favorites at the minute. So I'm actually gonna be quite sad when this is gone. It's actually really made me want to buy the NYX Bear With Me Jelly Primer back because I used to love that primer, and this gives me like the same vibe, but like obviously it's just more expensive. And I literally just hit this all over my face. Just using the viewfinder to go around my eyebrows, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't really enjoy doing because I feel like I'm always gonna mess my brows up when I do that. Now I'm just gonna let that primer sit on my skin for a minute. It's already gone a bit tacky anyway, but I'm just gonna let it sit on my skin for a minute because I feel like foundation always applies a little bit better when I just leave it to just sit. So I'm going to do that. But for you guys, it'll be a hot second to the next clip anyway. So now that that's had time to like sit on my skin for a bit, I'm going to go in with the PS Flawless Glow like foundation primer hybrid, which by the way, I absolutely freaking love this stuff. Obviously it's only £5, so super affordable. And I prefer the applicator on this to the Charlotte Tilbury one just because it gets more on the wand and I don't have to keep dipping back in all the time. Also, it's not as messy. I feel like my Charlotte Tilbury one gets really messy. I do love my Charlotte Tilbury one, don't get me wrong, but this one just seems a little bit easier to use, to be fair. And I just take that on the high points of my face. I also cleaned all my makeup brushes the other day, which just made me feel so much better. I hate when like I let stuff like get on top of me and I don't like stay on top of stuff because it just drives me up the wall, makes me feel really stressed and honestly a little bit anxious sometimes too. Don't know if anyone else feels like that, but that is me. I'm not too like clean with this, like I just kind of put it on places where I like want it to glow, or I just want it to be a little bit more like illuminated, I guess. But I do love this stuff. I really want to do a new full face of Primark makeup because I've seen quite a lot of good stuff. Well, at least I think it's good stuff. I've obviously watched quite a few like YouTube videos lately and I haven't done one for a while. but I'm really trying not to buy too much makeup at the minute. Just adds like a nice glow to the skin. I love it so flipping much. So now for foundation, I'm obviously just going to be using the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced All-in-One Foundation because it's my project pan foundation. So on the day-to-day, this is just what I reach for. I really, really do love this foundation and I love the way it looks on my skin. It doesn't last the best on my skin, I will admit, but I do love the way it looks, so that's fine. And I just squeeze some on the back of my hand. In fact, that's actually probably a bit too much to be honest with you, but we shall see. And then I just go in with my sponge. I love doing my makeup when I've just like cleaned all my makeup brushes and stuff and they're all fresh because I feel like your makeup just always looks 10 out of 10. So I guess actually, whilst I'm here, where have I been? Like, what have I been doing? Why have I not been posting videos and been a little bit MIA lately? And honestly, it's not like a really crazy reason. It's just life stuff, I guess. And so basically, obviously, if you don't know, I hope people know on my channel by now, but I'm obviously pregnant, and at the time I'm filming this, I've literally got like 11 weeks left. So not long, actually kind of scary. Don't really want to talk about it, to be honest. I've got quite a lot of anxiety built up around my labour, because my labour with my daughter really wasn't that bad, but then it just got a little bit manic at the end, which just kind of fills me with a bit of anxiety, which I feel like is probably normal, but yeah, I can't help it. It's just filling me with a little bit of anxiety, and I don't deal with anxiety very well anyway. Like, I'm quite an anxious person anyway. So, not really ideal, I'll be honest. So, yeah, obviously there's that. But because I'm pregnant, I've been struggling to sleep at night, like really, really badly. And obviously, I can't really sleep all day because, you know, I do have a daughter. So, like, everyone's just like, oh, catch up on your sleep. I can't catch up on my sleep because I'm a mom and I can't just expect Aurora to sit and be a little angel and let me sleep all the time. Like, I'll be honest, there are obviously days where I'm like, should we go watch a film in bed? And she's like, yeah. And then she'll fall asleep and I'm like, great, I'm gonna have a nap. That is fantastic. But yeah, I've just not been sleeping the best. And then on top of that, so I wasn't sleeping well at all. Then Aurora got really, really poorly. If you have like a phobia, I think it's called a metaphobia, so like a phobia of like being sick, maybe just skip forward a little bit. But yeah, Aurora got really, really poorly. She was being sick for like a good 3 days, and I had already not slept very well, so obviously she was being sick all night for like 3 days, and I already wasn't sleeping well, so obviously it was just really taking all the energy I had from me. Obviously not her fault, like, not at all, but obviously it just didn't like help with my situation, but that is what it is. So that just, yeah, I was so drained, and obviously Aurora was poorly, so I didn't have time to film videos or anything anyway. But I also wasn't editing the videos that I'd already filmed because I was just so tired that every time I had a chance to go to sleep, I literally just went to sleep. So then Aurora was poorly for like 3 days. And then me and Kane actually got poorly the day she got better. And she was so good, bless her. Like, me and Kane were literally like in bed all day. I don't even know how she coped so well with being poorly, because me and Kane literally felt foul and just couldn't get out of bed, and she was still managing to play and stuff like in between and stuff like that. She was just so good, but me and Kane were literally felt like we were dying. So yeah, I don't know how she did so well, but she did. But yeah, so then obviously me and Kane got poorly, and it took us like a day or two to kind of get back to normal there. So obviously that's like already a full week of no filming, no editing, no nothing. So obviously I got a little bit behind there. So me and Kane obviously were better, And then literally Aurora got poorly again, like same thing, like literally just being sick. But it was only for like a day, and it was just like being sick, like a one-off. Like she was just sick and then that was it. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go in with my e.l.f. putty bronzer now. So yeah, she was just like sick, and then that was literally it. Like, yeah, but then obviously she felt like kind of like rubbish about herself all day. So yeah, there was that. And then she'd be fine the day afterwards, and then literally the day after that she did it again, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I was actually getting a little bit concerned. And like I did almost ring the doctors, because I was like, this really isn't normal. Usually you're just sick for a few days, then you feel like rubbish for a few days, and then you're fine. Like, you know, you kind of genuinely feel a bit better, like you got all that nastiness out of your body. She just seemed to just not be able to get rid of it, and it was actually kind of scaring me. So yeah, I did almost ring the doctors, but I was like, I'll just give it one more day and we'll just see what happens. And then it just went away, and I was like, great. But obviously that was like another like 4 or 5 days of me not being able to film or anything, because I was just so worried about her. And obviously when I wasn't worrying about her, she was actually poorly and needed us. So yeah, just a lot of like kind of stress, to be honest. I was stressed because I was worried. I was genuinely really worried about her, which I never want to feel like that. Like, it's, there's no worse than worrying about your children. Do you know what I mean? Like, the anxiety it fills me with is actually horrible. But anyway, so that was that. So obviously there was a whole lot going on there. Oh, I love this bronzer. So obviously we were like, so in this house, we were ill for like almost 2 weeks. Like, it wasn't me and Kane. Me and Kane were ill for like a day or two, and then it took us like a day to get better. But like, because of Aurora, like the house kind of didn't really go back to normal for like a good, like probably almost 2 weeks. So yeah, there was that. But then on top of that, I've just not been feeling the best. Like, I've been really struggling, and I've been speaking to Kane about this a lot. Like, I've just not been feeling the best about like myself. And I've just really been struggling. Like, and it's really doing my head in, because I hate feeling like this, and it's took me like a long time to like get to a place where like I'm quite comfortable in my own skin now. Like, I don't hate my appearance and stuff, but like it's just been like, there was one thing that was said, and then I've just like kind of spiraled from then, and it's just kind of been a little bit hard. So I've just not really been like feeling the best. And then when I start like overthinking about stuff like this, like again, I struggle to sleep, which obviously I'm already not sleeping. So really not good. And then on top of that, oh my goodness. So there's just been a lot, guys. Like, I feel like this is going to be, it's going to sound like a bit of a rant and a ramble, but I promise you, there is an end to this, I promise. And now I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush, and I have the shade Bahamas. I haven't used this blush in a while, and I kind of need to be careful with it, because sometimes it goes a little bit crazy on me, and I can't find my brush. So then I had a midwife's appointment, and if you have like a phobia of needles and stuff, again, skip forward a bit. I actually do have a phobia of needles myself, but I don't mind like hearing people talk about it. It does make me feel a bit queasy, but we move. Anyway, I had a midwife's appointment, and I'd been feeling really dizzy and stuff the past few, like probably for a good week before my midwife appointment, but I kind of just left it because I had the midwife appointment anyway. I knew she needed to take my bloods, so I was like, it's fine, I'll just wait until then. So I goes to the appointment, and everything was fine. She was just checking everything over, and then it came to doing my bloods, and Aurora was with us. Obviously Kane was with me. So I lie down, I take the needle like a champ, like no joke, no faffing around, just took the needle, done. then not even straight afterwards, like when she was taking like the last like tube of my blood, I went really hot, really bothered, really flustered. And I was like, oh my God, just get this needle out of me. Like, so I just sat there chilled, didn't really say anything, kind of just concentrated on making sure I was just breathing properly. And then it was done, and then I was like really hot. Like she had like, she was holding like the cotton wool on my arm to like stop the blood coming out, obviously. And I was just really, really hot, and she was asking me like, are you okay? Like this, that and the other. And I was like, I'm fine, I just feel a little bit hot and a tiny bit like lightheaded. She was like, okay. So she turned the heater off in the room and opened the window, asked me if I wanted a glass of water, and I was like, please, like, yes, please. So then she goes to get me some water, and Kane is with me. And apparently, I don't actually remember this, but apparently I look at Kane, I shake my head, and then next second I'm out. Like, I'm just out cold. And apparently I was out for like a good 2 minutes or so, which I have passed out in the past. I did actually pass out at the very start of my pregnancy. But I did used to pass out as a kid, like as a teenager. But it was never for more than like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And then I was back. But yeah, apparently I was out for like a good 2 minutes. And then I felt really embarrassed when I come back to. There was a doctor in the room, like checking over me. My midwife was just stressing because she was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I don't know what's going on. And Kane was obviously really panicked. And obviously Aurora was in the room. But Aurora actually was absolutely fine. Apparently she was taking the mickey out of me because apparently I was making some really funny noises and stuff. Kane was not happy because he was like, stop being nasty, like, go sit down, blah, 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 because he was obviously panicking. But yeah, Aurora wasn't bothered, which I'm so glad about. Like, I'm so glad. I would sooner she would be like that than stressing about her mom. But yeah, so I obviously passed out, and she had to like, the appointment was supposed to be like a 20-30 minute appointment. I was in there for like 45 minutes to an hour. So, great. So then, obviously, I was a little bit like, kind of like weak afterwards. Like, it took a lot out of me. Sorry, I'm just going in with my concealer now. Just my Revolution Pro concealer. Where's my brush? I literally can't find anything today. So yeah, I felt really embarrassed because like obviously like the doctors and stuff were like fannying around me, and I was just like, oh my God. Like when I came back to, I didn't really feel that bad. Like obviously you kind of feel a bit like not really there, but I didn't feel bad. So then I got told to just like obviously take it really easy. Don't do too much when I go home. So Kane had to go back to work. So me and Aurora just sat watching films in bed, which was honestly great because sometimes she doesn't want to sit in bed and watch films. Like she loves to play, but like I knew I needed to rest. So I was so glad that she just wanted to chill today, on that day rather. So yeah, we just chilled in bed all day. And then the day afterwards, I had an appointment in my town centre. So I had to go to town. And like when I was on the bus there, I started to feel a bit dizzy. But I was like, do you know what? I haven't really eaten. But I took like breakfast bars with me on the bus. So I was like, I'll just have something to eat. It's fine. So I took the breakfast. I was eating the breakfast bars. And then I get to my appointment. And the person I was there to see was actually ill. So I didn't even need to be there. But someone else was supposed to take my appointment, but they were so busy that like I had to leave at a certain time to go and get Aurora. So I was like, is anyone going to be able to see me in like the next 10 minutes? Because if not, I'm literally going to have to go because I won't have time to do the full appointment anyway. So they basically told me no. So the appointment was pointless. I didn't need to go there, which kind of done my head in. Like, you could have just let me know because I really could have done with just chilling at home on that day. But anyway, I started to feel really dizzy again when I left. So I was like, do you know what? I'm not even gonna like let this get any worse. So I rang the midwife like advice line and kind of just told her stuff because my midwife had already wrote down on my thing like what had happened the day before and whatnot. So I was like, if you check my file, you'll see like there was a bit of an incident yesterday and I had my bloods taken and whatnot. And she told me like if I start to feel any type of way that I need to ring you guys. So she checked to see if my bloods had been checked already, which I was really surprised. It'd already been done. Like it hadn't even been 24 hours and they'd already done it. I was like, whoa, you go. So she checked them and my iron levels were low, which makes sense. That's why I was feeling so dizzy and stuff. So she prescribed me some iron tablets. So I've been taking my iron tablets now for about like 3 days, I think. So I'm not really starting to feel any effects of them yet, but like they're in the works. So hopefully I should start to feel a bit better about that very soon. I feel like I've just rambled and rambled and rambled. Oh God, I've just got so much to fill you guys in on. But yeah, so that was that. On top of that, like I've already mentioned this before on my channel, but I have something called pelvic girdle pain, and I've been waiting to see the physiotherapist for a while because I've actually had it since I was about like 15 weeks pregnant, I think. Somewhere around there. That might not be completely accurate, but you know, somewhere around that time. And I'm now 29 weeks, but at the time I was 28 weeks. So it's obviously took them a while to see me. That's obviously not their fault, but it is what it is. And yeah, so I've obviously gone to that because like it's getting to the point now where like genuinely I can't walk anymore. Like it really hurts. Like even just doing the school run in the morning is an absolute nightmare for me because I'm just in so much pain by the time I get home. And then it's just really annoying because then I can't take Aurora to like the park after school or anything, which is just, it's just so annoying because like, obviously these are like my last few months of it just being like just Aurora on her own. And then once like baby boy's here, she's going to have to get used to that change. So I kind of just wanted to make these last few months like as normal as possible for her. And I just kind of haven't been able to because of this, which obviously it is what it is, but it's not nice when you kind of had like a plan in place, if that makes sense. So anyway, I had the appointment and honestly the lady that I had was so nice. So then I goes to the appointment and the woman's so nice, and luckily, so I was really nervous because people have been telling me like, oh, you'll just get like this support belt, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm already so uncomfortable with stuff like around my belly and my waist that like I don't need a big belt down there as well. So I was really, 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 really nervous. But then we gets there and she's like, it's really solvable and like really normal, especially with your second pregnancy because it just, you're like, muscles just relax quite a lot more. But apparently I've caught it like fairly early on and it's like easier to solve. I'm just gonna quickly set my face because I can't really talk whilst I set like my under eyes and stuff, so I'll just be 1 second. So I just set my face and I've just zoomed you guys in a little bit more because I'm gonna do eyes. Also the sun is now beaming, so great. Anyway, I was talking about my physiotherapy. I had a really, really, really lovely lady who was quite young, which I feel like helped, to be honest, because we just kind of, I don't know, it was just really easy to talk to her. So I'm just going to do something really, really easy on the eyes today, by the way. Nothing crazy going on here. So basically, I went to this session and like, obviously I was a little bit like, oh, they're going to give me a belt and like, I really don't want this belt. But then I got there and I didn't need it because apparently I'd caught it early enough where like it's easy solvable and oh shoot, that was more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. It's apparently really solvable and I've just kind of got to do some like exercises and stuff to kind of wake up certain muscles that are not like working the way they should, like the way they normally do when you're not pregnant. So yeah, that is currently what I've been doing. I've been doing that for about like 5 days now, so almost a week, but she did say like it's not like a quick fix thing. It's obviously going to take a little bit of time and I've got an appointment to see her Well, it was in 2 weeks time from my last appointment, so in about a week and a half, I'll be going to see her again to see like how things are going, see if we need to switch anything up, that kind of a vibe. So yeah, hopefully that sorts itself out. I do feel like I've started to notice a tiny bit of a difference. Nothing drastic yet, but at least I'm noticing something, you know? So yeah, I just kind of doing that at the minute. So I've kind of just been focusing really just on making sure I'm doing my exercises and stuff and taking back care of myself, because I kind of stopped doing certain stuff that like I hate when I stopped doing stuff like it's like skincare and stuff. So yeah, that's that. And then on top of that, guys, like I know I've been going on for so long now but this is why I've not been like posting, because my life at the minute is just like chaotic. So my boiler actually broke and I rang up and was like, hey, my boiler's not working. And this was actually when we were ill that it had broke, so I didn't actually notice it until me and Kane started to feel a bit better, and I was like, no, like it's not working. So it'd actually been broken, I think, since the day or a day or two before. But obviously I just didn't really realise, because I was like, we're just all ill. We can't feel the heat. So that's kind of what I was thinking it was. But then we obviously always trying to have like a bath and stuff and like, you know, kind of trying to feel a bit better. Yeah, no, there was no hot water, no heating. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I rang them. Someone came out that night, because I'm considered like a vulnerable person because I have a child who's under 5 and I'm also pregnant. So they have to come out and see you like pretty quick, within like 24 hours. And he came out that same night and he was like, okay, so it's broken. And I was like, okay, how do we fix it? And he was like, I need to order some parts. And I was like, great. So he ordered these parts, and they took about like 2 days to come, which obviously he can't help, so that's fine. But then I was supposed to have an appointment on the Tuesday, which at this point I'd had no heating since the Tuesday before, so that's a whole week already. So we were waiting for this appointment, so then I waited in, and then I get a phone call right around when my appointment was supposed to be. Only for the lady to tell me, like, yeah, no, he's not coming. We've had to cancel. So I was like, what on earth? I was like, so when are you coming? Thinking, like, they're probably going to come the day afterwards because, you know, you've had to cancel for whatever reason, but you're going to come tomorrow. No, I couldn't have been more wrong if I tried. They wanted to come on the Friday, and I was like, what on earth? And she was like, is that okay? And I was like, well, no, not really. Like, that's literally, like, almost 2 weeks with no heating. No hot water, no nothing. Like I can't wash. Like I'm having to travel to wash. Like it's ridiculous. And she was like, yeah, unfortunately. I was like, well, why has my appointment been cancelled? Can you at least let me know like why? And she couldn't even tell me why. I was like, what on earth? It makes no sense. So I was obviously really stressed out about this, because like I had a poorly child in the house. Like Aurora was still not very good at this time. I'm obviously not supposed to stress, like I'm pregnant, I'm not really supposed to stress. But I was stressing so much, like it was a rough like week. And then the guy eventually come on the Friday, and he basically like, he was like, did someone come out to come see you? And I was like, no. I was supposed to have an appointment on Tuesday, but it got cancelled for whatever reason. The lady wouldn't tell me why it got cancelled. And he was like, it's basically because your parts aren't here. And I was like, no. I was like, have you got the parts now? And he was like, I've got them, but they're not actually your parts. They were for somebody else. But because I'd not had like heating and stuff, they'd already cancelled on me once, he had to use them. So some poor other person is now going to have their appointment cancelled. And I was like, oh, for God's sake, like, what is going on? So, yeah, it was just a right palaver. And then it was supposed to be like a 3-hour job. He was there since about like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. He didn't leave till 2 o'clock. I was like, whoa, like, because then basically he'd fixed what he needed to fix, but then my boiler wouldn't reset. And I was like, what is going on? So yeah, it was just carnage. And I obviously wasn't going to sit down and film a video in the freezing cold, do my makeup when I can't even like clean my face properly afterwards. So that's why I didn't film any videos and stuff for like a hot minute, because like it was so cold. I didn't really want to film a video in the freezing cold. And then also like obviously I couldn't do like proper skincare and stuff. So it was just like a mixture of stuff of why I've not been posting videos. It's been a stressful couple of days, I will say that. But now I'm really hoping that like it's just everything's done now. We're all feeling better. Boiler's fixed, like back to normal. Like that is just what I'm hoping for now, because I don't have it in me to stress anymore. I did have to put like a complaint in with our landlord though, because like it just wasn't acceptable how long they left me with no heating or hot water, and they just weren't willing to do anything to help. So I did have to put a complaint in. I'm waiting to hear back from them, which makes me feel like such a flipping boomer. Like I'm just not a person that complains. So yeah, I've got a little bit of stress and anxiety about that, but I feel like I have every right to complain about this time. Because like my house just wasn't in like a livable state, and you let me live in here for 2 weeks with no heating or no hot water. Like I just, yeah, no. So I did put a complaint in. So I'm getting a bit of stress about that, because I'm expecting a phone call any day really from them, which like I just, yeah, I'm not like a very confrontational person. I'm also not like a very starting drama kind of person. I just kind of live my life, you know. So yeah, that's the whole situation. I feel like I've been rambling for so long. Hopefully you guys don't mind. This is going to be a very chatty get ready with me video, and I've literally been filming for 40 minutes. So I think this video is going to be like close to like 40 minutes long, because I'm not even done yet. Great. That wasn't what I was going for, but here we are. But on the brighter side of things, 1, this highlighter is definitely on the bright side of things, but 2, we should be going to pick our pushchair either this weekend that I'm filming this, or no, it probably won't be this weekend because we've got to do the food shop this weekend, but so it will probably be next weekend. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm just really excited about that. I'm getting the same brand of pushchair that I had before with Aurora, just because they're so easy. It's an egg. They're just so easy, and I know how to use them, and I love them. I love the way that they look. So that's what we're going for again this time. So I'm just really excited. But obviously this time is a boys pushchair, so it's still different, you know. I'm just really excited. And then we've got the swinging chair already that we also had last time with Aurora, because that was an actual godsend. Like, it just gave me so much freedom, because she was constantly being rocked and I didn't have to be sat there rocking her. I could go and wash her bottles and stuff whilst she was just like chilling, you know, happy as Larry. So yeah, we've got that. Kane's mum and dad actually brought us that, so that's really nice. My nanny has given me money for the pushchair as well, so we kind of literally only need to put like, I think like £100 or £200 to it, I can't remember. So she's literally helped us out so much there. Like, my nanny's a little angel, bless her. And sometimes she actually watches my videos, so if you're watching this, you are an angel, nanny. I just zoomed you guys back out a little bit. Just need to quickly set my face. I'm just going to be using the Hyaluronic Fix setting spray from Revolution. I definitely use far too much setting spray, but we move. So now for bronzer, I'm just going to use my Doll Beauty Gimme Sun bronzer. I keep turning to the side because my brushes are over here so they don't fall over. But yeah, that's basically pretty much every reason why I've not been on YouTube lately. I've obviously just had so much going on and like quite a lot of stress, so hopefully you guys understand, and I'm really hoping that I'll be back now to posting pretty consistently. Like I posted a video, I can't remember whether it was Monday or Saturday, but then I missed basically the next, oh, it was the Saturday. I posted a video on Saturday and then I missed the Monday, but the reason I did that is just because I wanted to give you something to watch, but I wanted to give myself time to film videos and not, you know, be stressed about editing and stuff as well, because I really just want to chill. Like YouTube is like my happy place. I do this for fun. Like I don't want it to be stressful, so I've pre-recorded a few videos, so hopefully now I shouldn't really miss any uploads. I'm really hoping. So yeah, hopefully back to normal now, but hopefully you guys don't mind. And yeah, I am gonna miss uploads every now and again, but from now on, it should just be exciting stuff that I have to tell you guys in my videos. Like it's getting to the exciting point of pregnancy now. Like we're almost on the 10-week countdown, which is crazy. I definitely want to do that TikTok trend, by the way. Because Aurora was actually, I went into labour with Aurora only a day late, and she was born 2 days later than her due date. So I'm hoping that little man will do the same, because I don't want to be pregnant for too long when he's due, I'm going to be honest. Because this pregnancy, like it's been so annoying and like quite like hard to come to terms with the fact that I just haven't enjoyed it pretty much all the way through, because I've been in so much pain all the way through. But yeah, hopefully he's like comes right around the same time as Aurora, because she stayed pretty close to her due date, which was nice. But yeah, now it should just be fun stuff, like filling you guys in on like baby stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just really, really excited. Now it's getting to like the fun part. So we're gonna do, obviously we're gonna go buy the pushchair, and then after that, we've got to buy like cot bedding and stuff like that. We need to buy Moses basket, and then clothes. I'm so excited. I've seen so many cute little boys' clothes that I can't wait to buy. I think we finally decided on a name. I'm just going in with my Essence blush, by the way. This is in the shade Breathtaking. I think we've finally decided on a name. Now we're just trying to pick a middle name, and everyone keeps saying to me like, does he actually need a middle name? Because his first name is kind of hard to put a middle name to it that's actually sounds nice. And everyone's like, does he need a middle name? But I feel like barely any boys have a middle name, and if they do have a middle name, it's like their dad's or their granddad's middle name. And Aurora doesn't have that, so Aurora just has like a nice middle name, so I'd like him to just have a nice middle name, you know? So yeah, we haven't decided on a middle name yet, but at least we have the first name. Because it was getting real close there, we were struggling, but I'm pretty sure we've decided on his actual name, which is fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna tell you guys, because until he's here, like I'll probably tell you guys when he's here, but I'm obviously not gonna be posting for a while once he's here. I'm gonna take however long I need off of YouTube to, you know, just enjoy having a newborn. So now I'm just going in with my Essence highlighter in the shade Mesmerizing. I haven't used this in a while. I've been excited to use it, so I'm using this today. But yeah, I'm thinking like my next like couple of videos, or like my next few weeks worth of videos are just going to be like fun, exciting baby updates and stuff. Oh shoot, that's a lot. Let me just do the other cheek. I do really need to, like, not yet, because I don't want my videos to be like too backlogged, like I don't want to have too many pre-recorded videos. I like to have like videos like a week and a half maybe in advance, but any more than that, and I just feel like they kind of are irrelevant by the time like you guys see them. But towards closer to my due date, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to pre-record like a good 2 weeks worth of videos, because obviously I'm going to be gone, so I'll probably just be posting like once a week once baby's actually here. But so you guys still have something to watch, I'm hoping that I can film like a good like maybe like 4 or 5 videos and have them edited, because I don't want to be gone too long from YouTube, but also I just want to enjoy our like new like family, I guess, because it is going to be very different. And yeah, I just want to enjoy it. So, and it's probably, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the last baby we're gonna have, which is kind of so like scary that that part of my life is like already over. Like once Aurora and obviously little man grow up, like that's it. Like my babies are gone, like not gone, but you know what I mean, like that's it. The baby side is done. And then once he's not a baby anymore, it's like the toddler bit will be done. And oh, it's scary, man, how fast life moves on. I can't lie. I was literally like realizing like how long I'd left school the other day, and I was like, oh my god, scary, because it felt like I was literally there yesterday. Anyway, yeah, just a little bit crazy. So now I'm just going to curl my lashes. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. I'm probably not going to film this bit though, because it's hella boring and I feel like this video is going to be long enough anyway. So I will be back in a second. Okay, so I accidentally went ahead and did my lip gloss off camera, but this video is going to be long enough anyway. So hopefully you guys don't mind. I definitely need to straighten my hair because obviously I had it in a bobble at the back, but this is the finished look. You'll have to let me know what you think. I'm really loving it. I'm loving the way my makeup looks at the minute. I do switch up like my bronzers and stuff quite regularly now, but yeah, this is pretty much what I use most of the time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed catching up with me a little bit. I feel like I had so much to get off my chest and you guys gave me an outlet, so thank you for that. But yeah, I'm going to keep this outro nice and short and sweet. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, 'cause it really, really does help me out. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss when I post new videos every Monday and Saturday. And with all that being said, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.